Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Mythlok with your host, Nitin Nair. Before we begin, we always love to thank our viewers, subscribers, and listeners who take time out to consume our content and let us know their feedback on every single video or podcast that we put out. Thank you so much, and it is this kind of encouragement that gives us the motivation to keep doing what we do 3 times a week, every year. In today's episode, we will be looking at a mythology that we've grown to love over the year. Philippine mythology is amazing not only because of the diversity in terms of characters, but also because of the fact that personally we believe that they have the best collection of ghosts and spirits among all the mythologies out there. Today we are going to be looking at a similar dark character from Filipino mythology who is associated with blood-sucking and shape-shifting. This is the Aswang. In myth and legend, Aswang are beings that exhibit similar grotesque traits to werewolves and vampires, featuring varied appearances with no consistent image. Often described based on the word of mouth, Aswang is a broad term encompassing malevolent spirits typically associated with nocturnal activities. These creatures typically evade notice during daylight and seamlessly blend in with the ordinary people around them as they discreetly seek their next victim. Many are linked to women, often identified by their long dark hair concealing bloodshot eyes. The origins of the Aswang trace back to the 16th century, where Spanish explorers documented their encounters with these entities in writing. It is possible that these narratives originated from supernatural beliefs of the Philippines' Malay communities brought along by the Spanish explorers. Accounts from the 16th century suggest that local people, as perceived by Spanish conquerors, amplified the fear surrounding Aswang to an extreme degree. Aswang are commonly perceived as nocturnal predators that hunt humans under the cover of night. They often take the form of a dog, cat, bird, patiently awaiting their prey to be isolated. According to experts, direct eye contact with someone might reveal an Aswang. An expedient method of identification involves using a special oil crafted by a Filipino witch doctor known as the Abulario, which has the peculiar property of boiling in the presence of the creature. While encountering Aswang during daylight is not a guarantee, they are believed to be at their weakest state during this time, rendering them incapable of causing harm. Typically linked with women, they are characterized by long black hair. The Aswang are said to possess inverted feet, which is a distinct giveaway, and they instinctively avoid bright lights and loud noises. Typically, most pairs of Aswang do not stay together during the night, increasing the likelihood of solo hunting. The unity can also be disrupted if they don't share food. A method of becoming an Aswang involves tying a chicken egg to the stomach. After the egg passes through the body, it is placed in a bamboo tube filled with chicken manure and coconut oil. Upon their demise, the Aswang's powers are transferred to another entity. Their transference occurs by allowing a chick to move from one stomach to another using their mouths. Aswang can be neutralized using various items like garlic, salt, water, a rosary, or a crucifix. Another method involves using the tail of a stingray to whip them, as they are averse to the slashing sound, potentially resulting in their demise. Aswangs manifest in diverse forms. The Zegben can shapeshift into a Tasmanian devil, while the Tik-Tik, named after the sound it produces, transforms into large birds or bats. A woman who appears ordinary during the day becomes a manananggal at night, consuming fetuses. The creature can detach its torso, sprout wings, and morph into a bat. The Busaw specializes in grave robbing and corpse thievery, scavenging from the remains of the deceased in cemeteries. The Bubu Aswang, characterized by bloodshot eyes, emits a sound akin to a laying hen during the night. One of the most unsettling aspects of Aswang is their ability to blend in unnoticed during daylight hours, making them inconspicuous among people. They select their victims under the cover of night, embodying a chilling combination of witch, vampire, and beast. The notion that they can seamlessly coexist with humanity without detection adds to the terror. Aswang are infamous for consuming flesh, with a particular preference for children and fetuses. Reports describe them possessing a proboscis-like tongue which they employ to extract blood from the womb. Nightly, they embark on a hunt for their next meal in the small towns of the Philippines. These creatures employ various sounds to deceive their prey, including a repetitive tick. As they draw near, the sound diminishes, creating the illusion that the creature is receding and luring their victims into a false sense of security. As the Aswang are renowned shapeshifters, animals commonly associated with humans are sometimes misconstrued as Aswang due to their distinctive sounds. This belief has led to the unfortunate killings of animals such as bats, flying lemurs, and Tasmanian devils. A plausible explanation for the legend of Aswang is its purported origin in the Capiz region. Filipino men susceptible to a rare genetic condition known as XDP experience uncontrollable muscle movements and spasms reminiscent of Aswang depictions. Additionally, Aswang may serve as a convenient scapegoat for individuals committing gruesome murders. Many find it easier to attribute such acts to a mythical monster than to grapple with the complexities of understanding why a fellow human could commit such heinous acts. Tabloids exploit the Aswang narrative to boost sales, capitalizing on the sensationalism surrounding these stories. Unlike the ghosts and spirits of other mythologies, there is a huge category called the Aswang, which within it contains many individual ghosts, spirits, and other supernatural creatures whom we will be looking at in the days to come. So until then, this is your host, Nitin Nair, signing out by reminding you once again that Mythlok is the home of mythology.